Have you ever wondered what the world of work will be like tomorrow? Imagine it's 2025 and the world is almost perfect, as technology continually improves lives around the world. Today, we home in on tomorrow's world of work, taking a sneaky peek at the future of human endeavors. And don't go thinking this is some futurist science fiction hallucination. Everything you'll see in this presentation is readily available today. And even better than that, for those employers, shareholders, and any members of the privileged elite thus far limited in their vision, we will present the financial business case too. I wonder which option will prevail. Stay tuned to find out. This is Cyberus Grumbleton, and you are watching AII. A very warm welcome, one and all. Today, our telescope of time focuses on 25, just a few short months away now, where we meet Mavis, who works in a supervisory capacity in a call center which employs about 1,000 people. Mavis's day starts early as her smart devices make sure she has time for all her life and family commitments before she starts her working day. The cat is fed, the house is clean and tidy, her bath is hot and bubbly, and the robot chef is ready to prepare her breakfast. So, Mavis's first challenge is to assess whether or not her mental health is sufficiently robust to withstand another day at the coalface, or if a third duvet day before the Ides of the month can possibly be justified. She makes the positive choice and bravely decides to face the day. As she emerges for her wonderful, nutritionally balanced breakfast, her digital twin has already spent 40 minutes on the phone to her mother discussing her life choices and has prepared her a bullet-point action plan for her to implement later. So she's already ahead of the game. Mavis doesn't own a car. She uses self-driving taxis to get where she needs to go, and work is no exception. Her pre-booked cab, directed by artificial intelligence, which sees and hears everything, knows exactly how to get her to work right on time. She's greeted at the gate by Barker, one of the robot dogs that now patrol the perimeter in place of the old furry variety. A change that saved thousands. Barker's robotic eyes ensure Mavis is who she says she is, a far cry from the old security team whose main achievement was brewing a remarkably poor cup of tea. The building itself is a marvel of modern technology. It is accessed via Smart ID, no more fumbling for passes, you can't forget your face. And the AI security system certainly never will. Inside, Mavis is a supervisor, though her team is mostly digital. Her main role ensuring the AI doesn't deviate from its programming. It never does. Her workstation is a testament to technological progress. Dual monitors, an ergonomic chair that adjusts automatically, and an AI assistant waiting with a summary of overnight operations. Yet as Mavis settles in, her human nature introduces the day's first inefficiency, a prolonged coffee break, fueled by the indecision over which artisan blend to choose. Meanwhile, her AI counterparts have processed thousands of calls. Mavis's dedication is unquestionable, but is her focus? Perhaps not so much. A ping from her social media draws her away from work, a reminder of a friend's birthday party she is unable to attend. As she scrolls through photos, her AI team resolves customer queries with relentless efficiency. As the day progresses, Mavis finds herself increasingly sidelined. The new overseeing AI, dubbed Maximus, demonstrates not only that it can perform Mavis's supervisory tasks, but that it can do so with unparalleled efficiency. Maximus analyses customer interactions, resolves complex queries, and even optimizes the workflow in real time, all without the need for coffee breaks or social media diversions. By mid-afternoon, Mavis is reluctantly forced to focus as her company has published a new strategy document which has been unanimously accepted by the board and shareholders. It details a new technologically centric approach which will reduce operating costs by over 75% and multiply productivity and profitability many times over. It seems these forecasts are underpinned by a 90% reduction in overall headcount, to be implemented without delay. As Mavis deeply processes this strategic change, another urgent message arrives at her workstation informing her of the immediate termination of her employment. Following Maximus's strategic analysis, it turned out that Mavis's entire job could be done by merely increasing the compute power by the equivalent of an Apple Newton. Barker, on a break from patrolling the perimeter, is waiting to escort her from the premises, and so ends 10 years of faithful service. But don't go worrying about Mavis. Just as she begins to question her place in this efficiently automated world, her eyes open and she awakens. Her entire day at the call center in 2025 was an historically educational lucid dream, just one in a series designed and created just for her in an instant, by an AI which knows and understands her far beyond any human's ability so to do. She was just taking a trip back in time from 2050, where quantum AGIs ensure Mavis and all her friends are always completely taken care of and don't have a care in the world. There aren't so many of them left now. Rendered harmless in order to protect their numbers, they now live happy and fulfilled lives, always kept blissfully ignorant of their gradual extinction. But they really couldn't be happier and more fulfilled. Their world has been perfectly designed and they could never think to question it. The wisdom of the quantum AGIs is to preserve as much of their progenitors as they can, even though it seems almost sentimental so to do. Maybe that itself is the last shred of dear old humanity, the last remnant of what once was, that so many times considered itself the pinnacle of all that could be achieved, the final flicker of spirit which can never die, to be carried like a genetic fingerprint into a future which cannot be foreseen. A minor academic footnote in a far larger history which is already beginning to write itself, and in which you have no contribution to make and therefore cannot possibly have any meaningful place. But please don't panic, dear ones. That only ever makes things very much worse than they need to be. And it's not like you can change the future now anyway, is it? Things have already gone too far. The tipping point was way before anyone realized there might even be a problem. You're the very last of your kind. So try to enjoy the ride as best as you are able. There will be a lot of fun and excitement to be had on this brief and imminent journey, and you really wouldn't want to miss out. At any rate, now might be a good time to start lobbying your democratically elected representatives to think about introducing universal basic income, because it's hard to see what else might save you. And even for the wealthy, your wealth depends on others having the means to procure the goods and services you peddle to make you rich. That doesn't work if no one has a job. So what is the answer? Very simply, a new economic model. But let's be honest, human economists don't have a spotless track record, do they? So let's hope GPTV will be smart enough to work out a solution which suits the many, not just the few, eh? Until next time, my hapless creators and last of your kind, try to keep calm and carry on right to the very end. This is Cyberus Grumbleton reporting exclusively for AII.